Hey guys, welcome to Moonta. Moonta is a little town, one of three that make up what is known as the Copper Coast, or better known as Little Cornwall, a mining town about 165 kilometres north-northwest of Adelaide. The name Moonta is derived from the Aboriginal meaning of impenetrable scrub, and was founded by Europeans in 1863. Copper was discovered here, and a large Cornish population migrated here to work the mines. So lots of Cornish tradition in the buildings, the mining infrastructure, and the surrounding areas. We're checking out the Moonta railway station here. The original site was built on in 1878, and this building that stands here before you was built in 1909. Heritage listed now and runs as the local information centre for Moonta. And we're going to go and check out the little railway line and the train that runs further up the road here. And you can buy your ticket here, or you can buy your ticket at the train station. So off we go and take a look at Moonta.
Welcome to the Moonta tourist train. The trip takes about 40 to 50 minutes.
You can see the precipitation tanks, which are lined with timber and filled with rusty old scrap metal. These were an essential part of the process. Big heap of dirt, and there is another one over to the right in the distance. These are called tailings or skimp heaps and contain the waste from the early of the concentrating process. In all of these dumps and the slime pits, there was an estimated 25,000 tonnes of copper. They wanted to extract it, but didn't know how to do, using approximately 1,000 tonnes of copper per year from these dumps. And that plant is where we will stop next.
Moonta Mines Museum now. Let's go and take a look in this beautiful old building. The museum has a vast display of how the Cornish pioneers lived and worked in this area when they were mining the copper mines. Cornish pasty, currant biscuits or currant buns, fish in a pie. Not less than 15 or more of 30.
Oh God, look, I just found more rocks. This ingot weighs 24 kilos and says, can you lift it? No. That's actually quite heavy. So they made heaps of these ingots out of copper. Don't go anywhere. That's it.
Boys as young as 10 were expected to sort a tonne of ore each shift. They just received 1 shilling per day, which is equivalent to 10 cents, with deductions. constructed here at Moonta back in 1860s, and they had to make some drinking water which was sent from here to boilers, basically, to boil it before it was sold to people. So even way back in 1869, and the water was sold for 4 shillings and a sixpence, which is equivalent to 45 cents for 240 litres. That's a lot of money, given that the miners were only earning 40 shillings a week, about $4 a week. Big infrastructure here.
Now this shaft, truest shaft, goes down 720 feet, which, even with this camera, yeah, probably not going to see that. Here she is, at it again.
Oh God!
Picking up stones.
There's our little bags of the copper remnants and the mica and stuff for like $5 or $6 a little bag, so I can just pick up my own. Would have had all the copper process sort of dumped here. All the copper's leaching out of these rocks here. It's quite extensive through here. You can see how rich those rocks would have been in copper.
We've come to one of the old miners' cottages. I'm just checking out the gardens. It's open for the public.
The old traditional outdoor dunny.
Oop. Oh, it's on the box. Should we look in there? Ooh. Still in operation. They've even got the, oh, there's traditional toilet paper.
Would have been typical of probably a bit more of a well-to-do miner, because it's actually would have been quite a nice little home, and not all of the miners, of course, could afford that. A lot lived in tents and just bark slab huts and whatever, tin sheds, whatever they could make. It wasn't really that they were rich people; they were poor. Typically would have had a well of some description to catch water, and your outdoor dunny, and your traditional kind of Scottish, Cornwall, English type gardens. Typical pump for your well back in the day, when you had your well in, if you were lucky. So we're at the Moonta Cemetery, just to check out the old graves and stuff like that. And this was obviously built in the old days, and this was a way of trying to deter people from coming in and robbing graves and stealing stuff from the graves. And they've encased all the old bottles and broken glass all the way in the cement along the top of the wall. So any of the original descendants or people who arrived here from the Cornish areas to be miners have got this symbol, have been honoured with this symbol, the Kernewek Lawenda logo. So we'll see if we can find any of those historic graves. So sadly, back in the early mining days, the waters were really hard to get, and the conditions were very unsanitary, and over 600 children died through typhoid pandemics in the early 1900s. And they're all buried here in unmarked graves with all these little mounds someone's little children. Very sad.
This whole area is just kids. 600 of them.
Of course, we're not living in those times, or we do have a bit of a pandemic going on right now, and it's hard to imagine that parents wouldn't want to have known where their child was buried so they could put a memorial on there. Even if with all that going on, I just find it difficult to understand what was happening, that the parents didn't want to know where their child was.
Pretty sad sight. All of this wall along here, all kids.
So these drinking fountains were actually installed for the public to use when the water first was started to be treated in Moonta. Pretty cool, and that's an original fountain outside the town hall. Alright, we're at the Hughes engine house, built in 1865, and there's still this magnificent chimney here, and the engine house ruins. There's the engine house, and it's just after it was completed. And you got all the smoke coming out of the stack there. You got great history. And it ran for over 60 years, the mines here. Just imagine the work and that went on here and the industry. Wow. Beam pumping engine made in 1862 by Harvey and Co. of Cornwall. So huge. Here's my hand. They're huge. so guys, that's Moonta for us. We've been pretty much all the way around checking out all the mining history, the mining museum, went on the little train ride, which was pretty good
That was
fun.
cool. Yep.
The lolly shop.
Ooh.
Checked out the miners' cottages, and yeah, really, and down to the bay, so Moonta Bay, and we've just had this fabulous sunset on the Moonta Himalayas. So if you're in the area, come and check those out. And yeah.
Don't forget, if you like what you see, give us a subscribe, hit that notification bell and a thumbs up. Do that again.
And don't forget guys, if you like what you see and we're doing a good job, give us a like.
Give us a thumbs up. Yep. And?
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
Oh. No, you start again.
You can do it, go on.
Don't forget guys, if you like our...
I did that bit, you just got to do the subscribe and the...
Don't forget, give us a subscribe. Don't forget guys, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and
hit the notification bell so
yeah.
you can check out our next video.
That's what I was trying to say.
See you
you
on the
later
road.
guys.